Are you shocked, Shakur? Obviously, you are a student of boxing. You love this sport. I mean, when you hear this today on social media or wherever you happen to get the news, were you like, what? Like, can that actually be, man?
Nah, I'm not shocked. I mean, his last fight when he fought Lamont, Jake Paul was at the fight. He told y'all he was going to fight somebody like Jake Paul. So I'm not shocked. It don't surprise me. So nah.
You know, Shakur, Jake, when he fought Mike Tyson, he was 227 pounds. He was 199 and like 199 point something his last fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Uh, he hasn't been only boxing for a couple of years. He's 12-1. Tank Davis obviously been boxing his whole life. He's 30-1. He's knocked everybody out except for 3 opponents in his life. But at what point does size matter so much though, where it can't be overcome, Shakur? And is it in this case here when you've got what is like a 70-pound difference between these two guys?
I mean, size will play some part of the fight, but if I'm thinking like I'm Tank, I'm probably just gonna go out there and try to outbox him and use my knowledge and IQ against him. So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way you could, any realistic or legitimate way in your mind, you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No,
No way.
nope.
Not a lot of people have talked about Jake and said he's got good power. Not even and I get anything could technically happen, but you don't even see a realistic shot where he could land one big punch and Tank being so much smaller, he just can't handle the power.
Nah, not at all. I think Tank is he's been boxing his whole life. Been boxing since a kid, so I doubt like that's gonna be an issue or problem. I think Jake is good for where he's at, but I think it's just levels
Do you see a more likely chance that Tank wins by decision or by knockout?
by decision. I mean, that guy's too big. I don't think that he's just gonna knock that guy out. So I see him like outboxing him.
Could you see a realistic possibility where Tank could knock him out? Although more likely that it is, like you just said, a
Nah,
decision.
I don't see him knocking him out. No,
Will you watch Shakur? I mean,
no,
obviously, no.
hell no, nah. That ain't really like. I mean, like I said, here's the thing. Like I got two sides of me when it comes down to I got a business side, then I got a competitor side. And from the competitive aspect, it don't excite me for me to be like, okay, I want to watch it. But from the business side, I understand as though why would he go that route. So
I know some checks are just hard to say no to. If they had come to you or they do come to you in the future with a similar type of offer, is that something that you would say, okay, hey, money's money and this is good money?
yeah, but I got a lot of pride, bro. So like
I know.
my pride may kick in to where it's like if I just had a draw with somebody, I may go do the rematch just because of the fact that the people think that this guy could beat me. So I want to shut y'all up and let it be known that this guy can't beat me. It's not no debate. So
Yeah.
my pride may kick in, but then also, it's a lot of money on the table. I kind of get where he's at with it too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will get that. It's interesting because it may actually sort of in a way involve you, Shakur, right? Because obviously you mentioned Lamont, and after the draw, a lot of people thought, okay, hey, that rematch is going to happen with Tank and Lamont. Obviously, that's not going to happen, at least not now. And then people started talking about you and Lamont fighting each other. Is that where you're focused on? Is that what is going to happen? And where are we with those negotiations then, Shakur?
I got two names right now. Tio is front line and Lamont is like right behind them. So depending on how much money they offering and which one makes the most sense, I'll fight either Tiafimo Lopez or Lamont Roach.
Hey, those are both two great fights, right? I think fans would be very excited about either.
Yeah, the thing with Tio, I think it'll kind of bump me up on that pound for pound list because he's like a pound for pound kind of guy. Um, yeah, I think that would be a good fight. But then also Lamont, he's on his high horse because of what he did with Tank. So either option is amazing for me.
Yeah, that's great. Before I let you go, Shakur, I got to ask you about obviously this fight coming up next month that is truly as good as it gets, and tell me if I'm wrong about this. But obviously, your friend, your mentor, Terrence Bud Crawford, going up fighting Canelo Alvarez again. I mean, I don't know how you make a better matchup than that. I know you just got done, I think yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, training with Bud. How's Bud look? How's he dealing with the added size? We're only a few weeks away from this thing now.
I mean, Bud is ready. Bud is always gonna come in there 100%, and he's gonna be on top of his game. He's gonna be sharp, fast, strong. I think that's the thing that's gonna surprise a lot of people with this fight is Bud power carries up. It's not just power that was just there for 147 or 140. His power carries up in weight, so I think that's the biggest thing that's gonna surprise everybody.
Shakur, have you noticed that he's a step slower and any downside to adding on a little bit of size with Bud?
I mean, I can't get into his camp details, but nah, ain't nothing slowed down. Bud is his 38 is like somebody's 30. Like
Right.
it's just a different kind of thing with him. He don't drink, he don't smoke. He's very disciplined. He always active every day of his life. So he's just not the normal athlete.
And the last time anyone doubted him going into a fight, he just dominated Errol Spence Jr. Of course, that was I think the last time people doubted Terrence Bud Crawford here. I take it you believe that Bud goes in there and he gets the win in September.
Yeah, I definitely believe Bud gets the win. But once again, Canelo used to be one of my favorite fighters.
Right.
It's a big risk. I don't think this is an Errol Spence kind of fight because of the fact that he's a lot bigger than Bud, and he also got skills and he's fast, he's strong. So I think it's a big risk and a big fight, but I think if anybody can do it, it's Bud Crawford. That's how I look at it.
And it's got to be encouraging, right? I think for boxers and for boxing fans to see these fights and guys taking risks, right? Not protecting the record and just saying, "Hey, I'm going to go fight the best, and I could lose, but I obviously also could win."
Yeah, I was taught that scared money don't make no money. So real boxers and real fighters go in there and they're gonna drop their nuts and they not scared to lose. And I gotta respect Bud Crawford for what he's doing for the sport of boxing.